So I have me some cheesy grits. Remember the potatoes I had last night? This is what I did to them. I made them out of some breakfast potatoes. I had my eggs and my bacon. You all know I'm just going to eat bits and pieces of the bacon. So, but anyway. And you know I have my strawberry preserve. So, and my glass of water. So guess what? It's time for me to dig in. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. You all see what this shirt says? It says good night, but it's good morning. It is good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I love you. This morning, we're only in the peak of our day. Not even the peak. Yeah, I'm peaking right now. But this is what I had for breakfast. I didn't feel like going live making this breakfast because this is too much. It's too much. Too much, too much. And let me add a little of this. And I'm going to drink me some water first. How are you all doing this morning? That helps me get full to where if I have less food in my stomach. After I finish with this, I got to get started with some seasonings. Just fill in the orders because they're already made. So let me get started and have a chat with you all. So how is everyone's morning? How are you all doing this morning? I'm great. I'm ready to leave again already. And it's coming. As soon as I get these orders out the way, I'm going to be gone. Hey, Darnell. Hello, Dorita. Hello, Keisha. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Yolanda. Katrina. Michelle. Quan, Tinja. Gah. Rosalind. Sandra. You know what? You know what I don't have? I don't have no ketchup. Neither do I don't even have any hot sauce. And I don't have a napkin. Y'all know what I figured out? And then I'm probably going to start. This is what I'm probably going to start doing. I know you all love to see me go live, but the support is there, but it's not there, okay? And the reason why I say that is because when I go live and I have views on there, but then when I post pictures, I don't get the correct engagement. So I had to start figuring some things out. So I'm gonna, which is my plans, is to cut down on going live and just start making my food like videos. And just gonna start posting a lot of videos because and I know I have some great supporters, but I really feel that on the engagement side, even in posting pictures, and I know Facebook has a lot to do with it because they have turned off so many people's notifications, okay? And when your notifications, and don't get me wrong, when your notifications are turned off, that means you will not get as many engagements. Okay, you won't get many likes. You won't get many, but the whole thing is for you all to show up and show out, to show that you appreciate it. So I just figured that if I just do me some videos, just do some videos, probably like the one I'm going to do today. A lot of you have said, you watch me cook my food, but the thing about it is that cooking the food is great for you all. Engaging is great for you all, but the amount of, let's say, the shares, comments, that's what's very important with this. So I'm going to test this other way out and try to expand my my videos. Hey Janice, try to expand. Hello Tammy. Hello SY. And try to expand and just put out different videos, okay? Just put out different videos and just show something different on my lives, because there's a whole lot that's going on this on social media, and like I always tell you all, and then there's a whole lot going on with life, with anyone, and including myself, okay? So I just want to do something just a little different and show something a little different, be a little different. Maybe it'll change, maybe it won't. I don't know that. So I sit here and I look at the amount of, you post something, and I sit back and I look at the amount of likes, the amount of comments that people that watch every day. Some people that watch every day, and the ones that watch every day, no, they want to see the videos for what? I mean, the lives for what? If you can't show me support all the way around, there's no showing support at all. And I'm just being totally honest with you all. I'm just being totally honest, because the way things are going and the way things are on social media, you all are the backbone of it, because all it takes is for you all to do your responding. And Lydia, I always trust in God. That's why he's telling me, and he put me in this position to say what I want to say and how I feel. Because one thing that I'm not going to do, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I put everything that I do in God's hands, okay? In his hands. And I know that a lot of you all's notifications are turned off. I'm not the type of person that be sitting back all day long trying to figure out what I'm going to post on social media, trying to figure out what I'm going to say on social media just to make $10 or just to make $2.32 or just to make $27 or just to make maybe $40 or then go back down to maybe $1.50. My time is much more important than $1.50, okay? Much more important than $1.50, much more important. And I have to thank God, I thank God for the blessing that he blessed me with, to be able to retire and not have Facebook as my go-to, my only go-to. And I have to do all of this just to make men's meet on Facebook, okay? I didn't see anything that you said, Lydia. I didn't read what you said, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I don't feel like I have to do all that. I don't feel like I have to go and post 100 videos per day just to add up to for all those videos to add up to $100. You know, Facebook is a great place to go and be able to, like it was years ago, where it was nice and fun, enjoying, and everything. And it has totally changed. And it's like, excuse me, if you're not out there making funny videos, disgusting videos, videos that catches people's eye to where, or you got mess on your page, it's messy, mess going on the page, that's where you get your views from. I'm not going to degrade myself just to make $15, because my life and my pride and my dignity is more important than that. Okay? So with all due respect, I'm going to all due respect myself. Self comes first. And that's the way I see it. You know, I sit back and I look and I see things. I see, like, there's 304, 307 people on here. Even if I post something, where's the 307 likes? Where's the 50 shares? Where is it? And then even with the chat GPT that they have, that they give us the opportunity just to post, just to put out a post, we all know that it's an app, okay? It's an app. But it's a fun app. And you can change that app into anything you want to change it to. You can ask it, hey, I can be sitting here right now, and I can go on that chat GPT and say, put me in a chef jacket eating my food with a chef hat on. And it's going to do, and I could say, change the background. Change the background. It's going to change the background. It's going to put me in that chef jacket. It's going to put this food right here. And sometimes it may not look exactly like you, but you all know that it doesn't look just like you. So just know that it is an app, and it is an app to enhance and bring out, you know, the pleasure of your page and to bring out the views. So don't anyone, you're a motivational speaker. Thank you. Don't let anyone stop you from posting anything, from commenting. Don't let anyone stop you from sharing. I mean, if a person can go out there and they can put on some hot pants and have the crack of their butt showing, and they get 2,000 views on there. I'm sorry, 2,000 shares. So that means that they done upped it up to probably about 150,000 views or something like that. Or maybe 70,000 views. What's wrong with you all sharing positivity? What's wrong with sharing positivity opposed to sharing negativity? There's a lot of things that go on, like, you know, turning off the notifications where no one can see your page, or taking you completely away from people that actually want to watch you. Okay? The fun, exactly, Vanessa. The best fun is being yourself and not trying to be someone else. Okay? Because I've always spent my life being myself. I never want to be anyone else. Never been a copycatter. I'm going to do what I got to do. I cook my own way. I plate my food my own way. And I've been doing this for a very long time. For a very long time. And I say, there's no way in the world a person can have 313,000 followers and end up with 309 people on their page. Exactly, Darnell. And that comes from controlling. It comes from controlling. I don't understand why they feel that they force you or the next person by turning off their notification to where they can't see you or even find you. How that is. I mean, it's crazy. And yes, it's been full of mess and drama, and people found out that they can get paid off of drama. People found out that they get views from drama. People sit up there and go watch a bunch of negativity. What about positivity? What about something positive? What about something positive? We should be living a positive life. When these people found out that they can clown on social media, then that's what they do. They clown just to make $15. But at the end of the day, you still got to walk out of that front door and face the world. You may come across somebody that say, "Oh, I saw you on Facebook." Oh, look, that's that person. No, if I walk out of that door, or if somebody see me and they say they see me on Facebook and they follow me, I want them to follow me with respect because I'm respecting them. Yeah, all of it. But they figure they put the commercials and stuff in there, and the commercials or whatever, and they figure they can get they get paid from that. I'm talking about Facebook because they're the ones who put it in, and they're getting the bulk of the money, not the ones that's doing the stupid stuff. Or then you have people that's on there that's into someone else's life, and they want to get online and just talk about someone else's life and what they have going on, opposed to talking about yourself. What's going on in your life that makes you non-important to where you have to go and iron out somebody else's life just to get views? They figured a way how to go out there. Oh, well, I'm going to start this page. I'm going to become a content creator. I'm going to start this new page and just call it the messy page. And you're going to have so many people that's on there because it is so much mess on there, and that's what they look for. They don't want to see the great positive. Some of them, I'm going to say some of you don't want to see the great positivity because there is a lot of good positive on Facebook. It's just applying yourself, but I don't have to apply myself to and become someone that I've never been. Because if anyone knows me, they know exactly who I am and not who the next person want to be. You are a good speaker and it's your own talk show. Yes. There's just a lot of things. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Audrey. Can you all please welcome Audrey? Audrey Hendricks. She said, checking in from Atlanta. I'm a watcher. Never commented, but I will say, I can't hardly see where it go. But today I will say, on any of the social media, it's negativity, messy, and throwing anyone under the bus. Exactly. Scroll right, just pass on. Scroll, and I should have brought my glasses in here because I can see close up, but I have this so far back, so it's kind of like blurry. I probably need to go and get me some more eyeglasses because I'm not supposed to wear the glasses every day. I mean, all day long. Only when I'm reading. Only when I'm reading. And I think that's one of my biggest problems. I don't put them on when I'm reading. So, and you know, it's like when people go on social media, they go on there and they say things that's not true. Or they speculate. Or you can have someone that's go on there and just say things out of the ordinary. Thank you. Thank you, Audrey. Things out of the ordinary. So just like it was just about 300 and something people went here. So this what I'm talking about is not good enough for them. So what they do, they leave. They leave because they don't want to hear anything positive. They don't want to hear the positivity. They're sitting back waiting for something. If you all are sitting back waiting for me to get out of place and out of order and disrespect myself, this is not the page for you to be on at all. And and the views are not low because people don't want to watch me. The views are low because their notifications have been turned off. And so they have no way to know that I am even live. So don't get it twisted. Okay? Don't get it twisted at all. And it's really, really sad. You know, it's amazing how you can have people that harass you on your page and then turn around and they're the victim. Exactly. Move on, period. And turn around and make themselves out of the victim. If anyone has been a victim, it's been me and my family, okay? But then they get in contact with Facebook and have their other people get in contact with Facebook as if we have did something to them. But if Facebook would do their research, they would know where the problem lies. They watch these pages enough to know that the problem is not here up under Marion's Amazing Catering at all. So it's like I just want to do a little change. Still got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I ordered me some more lighting. There's just different things that have to be done. But my main thing is yes, Diane, I did, and not even gonna eat it all. Not even gonna eat it all. But you know what? I'm good. I read something one day. Read and heard. People say, how do you get your content up? They ask, how do you get your content up? And someone came back and said, you have to build your page. You can build your page all day long. If it's something that Facebook don't want you to do or say or feel or if they don't want the people to follow you, they will take it to make it to where you won't get any. So it doesn't have anything to do with someone was saying, well, you got to comment, you got to do this. Sometimes you do have to comment, a whole lot of times. But in this case, let's take the commenting out of the equation. What it is that the notifications have been turned off on certain content creators. Okay? The notifications have been turned off on certain content creators, supporters that have been supporting them for a very long time. So if they're not getting a notification, they will never know that you're live. Thank you. Thank you, SY. They will never know that you're live. And it's really sad. I don't understand how they sit back and control someone else's page. Take you completely off of that content creator and make it to where they can't see you. But like Sandra Williams said, she don't get her notifications. And some people, they'll go in and try to find me, and they can't even find me. The old pages, the fake pages show up. They took them completely off to where they can't even find me. But it's left up to you all. It's left up to you all as supporters, and you say that you support a content creator. If you're going to support them, support them. If you're just coming on just to watch and get a recipe and you go on about your business and to criticize someone or to say, oh, okay, well, I don't do mine like that. Oh, I don't add macaroni and I don't add sour cream to my macaroni and cheese. That's on you. Everybody is different. Everyone cook different. Everyone smell different. Everyone do everything different. Everyone have sex different. Some women sit with the legs gapped open. Some women sit with the legs crossed. Some men sit back like a gentleman, and some men sit there like a thug. Everybody's different. What's all that? What is all that? Everybody's different. No one is the same. I don't get on here and hey, Robert Ruffin. I don't get on here and beg you all for anything. I might say, oh, I got a bundle, and you all come on and start purchasing the bundle, but you don't hear me coming on here begging you all for nothing. Even when I was building my house and was having, people kept telling me, why don't you have an online housewarming party? For what? When I already have a lot of stuff. So why should I have to go and beg you all to send me something? Now, the ones that send something, I appreciate you all so much, but I never asked for it, okay? And never dry begged for it, all right? Because there are a lot of dry beggars out there. And some of them just get on there and tell you to send them a cash app, send them $1, send them this, send them that. No. I'm not doing it. I'm going to let somebody else do it. Let me be and have my own self-respect. I do things. I make this food and don't want it. I don't even want to eat. These grits are good though. I'm really forcing myself right now. Thank you, Deborah. Life be lifing. I'm not trying to go out there, and I don't want to step on no one's toes. I love the content creators. Some good ones out there. You got Tennessee Soul, Sally and Bama. There's some good content creators out there. Jazzy. Thank you, Ann. I was just thinking this morning. I've been having that hairstyle of Fantasia's on my mind. And I've been trying to picture. Because you know the back of it is like it goes down like this. But it's thin hair. I'm not going to do anything different, Lanika. There's nothing else for me to do. Cooking is my passion. Cooking is my passion. If I do anything, I will get off social media and don't go live, period. And nothing else for me to do. So that's a no right there. I'm not gonna get off of social media and go do something different. I've been cooking for a long time. A very long time. And what makes you think, I'm just saying, what makes you think if I get off and go do something else, is that going to open the notifications up for the supporters? No, it's not. It's not. You understand? Okay. It's not going to open it up. Am I going to open up another page and go and disrespect myself? No, I'm not. Am I going to open up another page and do jokes? No, that's not me. Am I going to open the page up and be a motivational speaker? No, I'm not a speaker like that all the time. I am who I am and who God set me out to be. And my passion is cooking. My passion is cooking. And I love it. I got to deshell these shrimp today. But I think what I'm making today, I'm just going to do a video on it. You know? I don't mean stop cooking, no. Just different lives. I don't want to do different lives. I have another page out there. Every time I open up a page, a scammer comes in and take over that page. So I don't even want to do that. I have a page out there. It's called Let's Talk About It. Something like that. I haven't did anything on that page. In fact, I should have been doing. Let me see something. I think I was supposed to do it before. Y'all see me right there? Now, why she got to be right there? I'm going to come over here. That right there is love. Okay? It's love. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to do. Everything is like, I look at some stuff on social media. Like, I look at like the different little shows they put on there. I look at some news they put on there. And I comment on like, hey Janice, I comment on some things, some other posts. But it gotta be negative. Because, you know, there's so much negativity. But I don't want to comment on someone's post and I'm saying something negative. I'm saying something that's supposed to be so hurting to the next person. There's so many rude people in this world till it's unreal. Hey, Cheryl McClendon. And a lot of you that's on here been following me for a very, very, very long time. But to keep me doing what I'm doing for real – and not to do these videos, we gotta have some good extra love up in here. Let's show some love. Let's show some love amongst one another. Your food presentation is unique and amazing. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're passionate about it. Yes, I am. Cheryl McClendon. Yeah, and Cheryl McClendon been watching me for a very, very long time. Where did my napkin go? What? Cheryl been watching me for a very long time. And we have, and then I still have like Miss Hendrick, what her name? She was on the other night, a few nights ago. She's been watching for a very long time. I used to send her food, food, everything. I think she had said the other night when she came on, and I saw her on here, she said Hennessy wings. So I've been doing a Hennessy wing and making Hennessy sauce for a very long time. And she's not even on that often. She probably come on like twice a year, and she is still has her subscriber badge. Oh, them goats good. I'm trying my best not to go outside. I'm trying my best not to go outside right now. But I got to go and buy some more stuff to put down on that ground out there, because exactly, Melissa Thomas. There are some, yes, Darnell. Yes. But it's enough love for us. It's enough money for everybody. And that's what I was saying. And not to sit here and I never make myself better than the next person, okay? Because I'm never better than the next person. Because the same way God give it to you, he can take it away. I've never been a jealous person. A jealous person will never prosper. That's my belief. Because they're so busy being envious and evil and hateful, and I can just say so many words to where it's unreal. So they're never going to prosper until they change what's inside their heart. Okay? He will. I'm proud to be who I am. That's what I'm proud of. I'm proud to be able to say, because I'm 62 years old. So now if I'm me being 62 years old, or let's say 62 years young, okay, and I have not accomplished anything in life, that's enough for someone to talk about, all right? But I feel in my life I have accomplished a whole lot. First of all, when we are getting up in age, I wish I wouldn't have put that up there. I don't even know how to take it off now. I wonder if I can remove it. Yeah. When we're getting up in age, getting up there, and you have not did in life, you can't say what the next person is doing. You have to say what you're doing, what you should have been doing. No one is to blame for that. I'm my own blame. I'm my own blame. So if a person envy you because God had something different for you, I don't know what to say about that, because all of us are different. And I was able to stay on my job for 25 and a half years and work jobs prior to that. I was blessed to be able to get those points so that I can draw my Social Security when I turned 62 years old and didn't waste no time trying to get it. Because like I told you all before, I wasn't going to wait till I'm 67 years old to draw my Social Security, 70 years old. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this earth. Get your money while you can. Blessed to be able to retire from my job since 2019. Those are something that I set forth through the grace of God, because I didn't do it by myself. If it wasn't for him guiding me and for me asking him to guide me and to continue to guide me, I don't want to be no evil person, because see, that's where that guidance come from. Me being able to be blessed came from the grace of God. I didn't do it on my own, okay? When I sat back and I said, okay, well, I'm going to sell this house out here in Houston, and I'm going to come here and build this, have this built. I did that through the grace of God. The only way that I could have did that, only way that I could have sold the house out there, is if I bought the house first. I bought that house, was in it for 18 years, paid for it for 14 years. Okay? Quan, get off of here talking about Henry. For 14 years. That was a place that I was able to call home. Because prior to that, I'm living in an apartment. And my guy told me one day, I'm going to tell you exactly what he told me. Very smart man, okay? And he said, back then, I had told you, I was going out to the clubs. It wasn't nothing for me to go to them daggone clubs and have me a good time and mind my business and go there by myself and leave by myself, with all respect, okay? I love you, Quan. I love you, Henry. with all due respect. But he said, a person could be, I was living in a townhouse then. And he said a person could be buying a house opposed to renting. And you know how much money a person you can save. So when he talk in general, he's just talking. And so I'm more of a listener than anything else. Why would I want to argue with someone because I'm living in an apartment or in a little townhouse and he trying to tell, really, he was just talking in general. But I paid attention to exactly what he was saying. Okay? Hey, Annette. Hey, girl. But I was paying attention to what he was saying to me. That's just like one time, I'm going to say this real quick. My microwave was dirty. My microwave was dirty back then. I ain't cleaned it out. And I can say that. I was working plenty of hours at work. And I guess he must have opened the microwave up. And then he said to me, I don't know what we was talking about. And then all of a sudden he just said, just like a person, if they microwave is dirty. So the next day, I'm like, why he mention that microwave? So I go look inside my microwave and he was actually talking to me. But I didn't start no argument with him. We didn't argue. I just listened to what he said. And right then and there, I got that glass out of there because I wasn't paying attention. Because I don't know, some days I would work 19 hours per day. There's times I would be at work to a whole 24 hours. Had to just sit out there. As long as those contractors was out there, I was out there with those contractors. Or I might been working 14 hours a day. Could go right back to another 24 hours a day. So there was a lot of days and times that I missed that I didn't have at home. So I paid attention to what he said, and I'm going to get back to the part. I was paying attention to what he said, and I cleaned that microwave out. And then now I'm going to get back to the part when he said about the person could be buying a house instead of renting. And I've told this story before, and this is just to let people know we all can make a change in life. We just got to have someone to talk to to help you, to guide you. And because back then there was no guidance. I was going to the club to. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I was bringing home a $4,000 check. This 2 weeks period of time. Might have been $3,000 check the next 2 week period of time. I might have had a $3,500 check. It might have been another $4,000 check every 2 weeks. Okay? So guess what? I was going to the mall. I was buying up all them baby fat clothes. I mean, buying them baby fat clothes. Everything I had on going to the club was baby fat. From the shoes, the jeans, the top, the belt, the earrings, the watch, everything was baby fat. The necklace, all baby fat. I never repeated myself. Could be a baby fat dress, some baby fat slides, whatever. I never repeated the baddest fur baby fat boots ever. I had all 4 pair of those boots. But I was spending that money, but I was still living in an apartment complex, in a townhouse, without nothing behind me to say, this is mine. Only thing I had was those clothes that was mine. Because that townhouse didn't belong to me. So when he said that, I started looking at it and I knew my credit wasn't good. And I said, dang. And I didn't want to tell him that my credit wasn't good at that time. So, I did what I did. I turned around. I stopped buying the baby fat clothes. I stopped buying them. And when I stopped buying the baby fat clothes, I told myself, I need to get my credit straight. I need to get my credit straight. And then I put the house on my mind. And I started working on my credit. So it started going up. Then I started looking for me a house. But I always prayed that I would find a house that had burglar bars around it because it was just only me. And I prayed that I find a house that had some wood floors. So I went to some condos and I looked at condos and all that, but that's not a house. But a condo, you could still buy it, okay? And it's still yours. I didn't like that. So I found this other place that wasn't for me. So my cousin is a realtor and she found a place that I bought, that I sold. When she told me the address of it, I met her over there. And Lord, when I tell you, that house had burglar bars on it. Burglar bars all the way around. When she opened up the door and we walked inside, wood floors was in the living room when you first walk in. All the way to the living room, all the way. I like that, the wood floors. So that's what I prayed. I was praying on burglar bars and I was praying for the wood floors. So I still needed to get my credit straight. I was still trying to get my credit straight, but yes, Wendy Rowe. So I was still trying to get my credit straight, but I ended up getting the house, paying like damn near $900 a month. Renting. Okay? I'm like, dang. By myself. Paying for everything by myself. Everything. But then I still had in mind in what he said. A person can buy a house and pay less money opposed to living in an apartment complex or a townhouse or whatever. And I said, okay. So I started taking care of my business, started getting my credit straight. By that time, I moved in. I took care of the house. I never knew that the lady and her husband, I never knew that she worked, her job was on the TV, was on TV. She was a news anchor on the Hispanic channel. I never knew that. But she wouldn't let anyone buy the house but me. And so I bought the house. I ended up buying the house. They paid the down payment, extra, put my escrow, everything in there. And everything was great. So, I had to make a change by stop buying all those baby fat clothes. If it wasn't for me making that change, if it wasn't for me meeting him, who was just speaking to me in general and not telling me what I need to do, or this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. No. I didn't have good credit at all. So I couldn't afford to buy a house. I didn't have my brothers and my sisters to tell me, hey, well, this, you got to make sure you keep your credit straight and blah, blah, this and that, your mom. I didn't have that. Like a lot of people had someone to tell them. But I didn't have that. So, but what I did have, I had God. What I did have was when I met my friend, who only spoke to me in general, just to tell me, just to put something in my head for me to listen to. When he probably thought I wasn't even paying him no attention, but I was paying him a whole lot of attention. So when a person is talking, sometimes it's always great to listen. And that's what I did. I listened. And at that time, I'm trying to think, I might have been working in that other department by then. Girl, I said baby fat clothes. I sure did. Andre, that's all I had on. That's all I was wearing. So many folk. Let me show you all something. See what that? Baby fat. Everything. Every photo that I have. I don't even have all my photos anymore. They're packed. But I would take pictures all the time. I was baby fat crazy. It got to the point to where I wanted to go get a baby fat rug. I wanted a baby fat comforter set. But then, right when I had that baby fat rug and baby fat comforter set with the pillows and everything, and I was even going to put baby fat for a tattoo. That's how much I love baby fat. I'm so happy he came along and told me that, said what he said. Because if he wouldn't have came along and said what he said, I don't know what I would be doing. I'd probably still be in an apartment. But I thank him all the time. Yes, Kimora Lee Simmons, she made a whole lot of money off of me, Andre. Hey, Andre, that lady made a whole lot of money for me. I would buy I would go out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those were 3 different outfits. I was spending $1,000, maybe $1,200 just to go out every weekend. It feel better. I'm just gonna tell you all, I had to take a pain pill last night. I still feel it a little bit, but I had to take a pain pill last night to calm it down. And when I woke up this morning, it feels better. I just gotta, I don't want to be on it and all that. And I'm most definitely not going to put those tennis shoes back on again. I felt it was kind of trying to swell up on me a little bit. So I had to do something. But I just, I love talking my testimony, because, and I have many testimonies. I've just truly been blessed. And like I tell you all the time, I don't go to church, but I always have God in my heart. He's always been in my heart. Now I'm not going to say always, because there's a lot that I didn't know in the past when it came to God. There's a whole lot I didn't know. Oh, my VIN number wasn't on that list. My VIN number for my vehicle wasn't on that recall list. So they check your VIN number. So they checked my VIN number, and it wasn't on the list. Okay. Andre, do you have my phone number? Or send me a message through Messenger if you don't have it, and I'll send it to you, okay? I will send it to you. So, and I just love being able to talk my truth, okay? Because no one knows the truth but you. You can have so many people that will sit back and speculate. I don't care who it is. It can be your uncle. It can be a so-called friend. It can be your niece. It can be your nephews. It can be your own daughters. It can be anybody that will sit back and speculate. So, but no one knows your truth but God. Anything that happens to you in life, and if it was just you and another person, God was that third person, okay? I'm not doing no Taco Tuesday, Richard. I had tacos. Me and Candy Apple had tacos last week. Richard, get on the airplane and come out here for next Tuesday, and we'll do Taco Tuesday. Got to do it quick, because I got to get ready to go watch some dogs for a whole week. So I'm going to be gone again. But I just love being able to, and I hope even my story is my testimony is enough. It's a good enough testimony that the next person they'll listen. Even if you're much younger than I am, never give up. Never give up in life. Never, 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 never. God is amazing. He is. He is. Exactly, Barbara. People don't have to go to church to have a relationship with God. And that I truly have, because I truly, I'm always asking him. Even, when I was at work, I've always asked him to guide me in the right direction, to guide me in the right direction. That's all. If you just ask him, but like I always say, hello, Tammy Reed Sneed. Like I always say, God knows our heart. He knows our heart. He knows when we are sincere and when we're not. When we're not. Whew. And you know how sometimes you can have so much going on with yourself, within yourself, or with yourself, and or with someone else. You can have so much, and it makes it, and then you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to that you can trust, okay? Because see, even if it's family members, you can have family members that you can't trust. To come back and be able to have a conversation, a true conversation, without it being spread off to the next person here, the next person there. Then by the time they get it, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. And it's backwards. And then they're going to add something to it. That's why I always tell people, stop praying. If you haven't talked to that person, don't pay attention to what anybody's telling you. Talk to that person. Find out. Because if it's just two people right there and God, no one knows at all. So I just sit back and I sit back and I observe a lot of things. And hey, life sometimes be lifing. But again, like I said, I give my thanks to God. And I can't say I never knew him, because I did. We did go to church when we were young. God, exactly, Miss Nadine. God is available 24/7. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's available 24/7. Or subtract. GG, hey. And, you know, like when you lying in the bed at night and before you go to sleep, you know you're going to pray. But then you also, when your eyes are closed, you might have a memory that hits you. Maybe something that you want to forget, but you'll never be able to forget it. You're never going to be able to forget it. And then you sit back. Sometimes I just, there's some things that I don't want to relive. And so I just, when I close my eyes, I gotta ask God. I have to help me go to sleep. Because I think that's why some of the times that I'm up so late sometimes, and I'm just looking at playing the games, because it eases my mind before I go to sleep. And then I can find myself and I'm just asleep. I'm out of there. Next thing I know, I got to get up and go pay my water bill. If anyone don't know, that means go to the restroom. But I like to be a little discreet, so I say pay my water bill. And so then I just, there's a lot that people have going on in their lives to where, sometimes you feel like, oh, I want to be able to talk to this person. I want to talk to that person. And sometimes you just cannot talk to that person, because I've always been the type of person, you just can't trust anyone. I don't care who it is. Sometimes you can't trust people. And when I say people, I mean your own family members, okay? At all. And hopefully a couple of them on here, and they in the bushes watching me, probably going to be watching me faithfully and won't reveal themselves. But hey, how y'all doing? So, and that goes for anybody that's in the bushes. Not just my family. That's all bush watchers. Yes, indeed. So I give my thanks to God. And I tell you all the time, I may talk about a story, a testimony, not a story. I'm going to say a testimony, because that's exactly what it is. In my eyes, I have a lot of testimonies that I sit back and I think about all the time. And, and I, okay, you all. That's Cherie at the door. I need to talk to her. I'll be back, okay? Much love. I'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye.